Friends. I'm live on I'm live. Oh, it's jump back here. You're not supposed to see that. I'm live on YouTube. I just wanted to come here and just answer some questions that a lot of you guys ask. A lot of times I get asked the same questions. And that means that a lot of people want to know these things. So I definitely want to give the information to you that you're asking for. So this is me making time to answer a lot of your questions. Hey, friends. I had to put that up there because I didn't feel like holding on to it. Yeah. So it's me, Google here. I don't see any questions just yet. Okay, three of y'all. I see you. Humble beginnings over on YouTube over here. I ain't complaining. So, hit me with the questions. Shantae, you got to tell me what the questions are. Hey, guys, I'm Google Atkins, celebrity wardrobe stylist, TV personality, fashion person, if you will. Just here answering questions for y'all. Want to know what y'all want to know. Is 70 y'all on here? You know what? It's okay. Because I be having more people on Instagram, but sometimes God just want to humble you. He wants to make sure that you're okay with 8 people as opposed to the like 400 that you used to. Hi, Latoya. Shantae, you gotta make sure I'm not missing the question. So, a lot of times you ask me how I got started in the industry. How it is being Mary sisters. How do you navigate through the industry? What is some of the best advice I've ever given to people? Dating stuff, weight loss stuff. You guys have asked me, what do you do for your stomach? You've asked me makeup stuff, all kinds. Oh, get it. You can't see the questions on there? Yeah, but a lot of times you can't like just zoom in and be super close to your phone. Hey guys, thank you for your patience. It's me, Google here. What questions do you have? So let me just start. Thank you for the head wrap. Shop Feline is where this is from. So people say, Google, make sure you guys are following me and subscribing to my channel because I'm gonna put more stuff here, most of my stuff here. So a lot of people say, Goo, how do you wrap your headscarf? I don't do anything special. I'm going to take it loose for y'all and put it back. So you see how this is just tied, let me go all the way from scratch. So y'all don't think I'm keeping no secrets from y'all. Now, I can't show y'all that hair because I'm struggling up under there. But here you go. I do simple stuff. So anything that you ever see me do, just please know, like I don't go crazy with anything. So you do a lot of tucking and that whole sort of thing. Little makeup got on there, but you know what? That's okay. So in this particular look, I wanted more of the leopard to show. So I didn't like pull out a lot of the black and white, but now I'm about to expand the leopard just so more of the leopard can be showing. But as you see, I just tied a bow. I didn't do a lot of stuff. And see, I like scrunch that down, puff this up, make that moment bigger so that you get more of the leopard as opposed to the black and white. And again, if you ever see me do something, just know, like, I don't take the long route. Even with my makeup and stuff like that, people always ask me, okay, wait a minute, something's going on. People always ask me, like, what I do for my, what I do with my makeup and stuff like that. I do not ever take the long route. At some point, I'm probably going to, okay, this thing don't want to do what it's supposed to do. So at some point, I'm probably going to do a makeup tutorial where I let you guys know, but I do not go through all those steps like a lot of people, and that's probably why my makeup tends to look a little more natural, just because I don't do a lot of those steps and stuff that they do because I don't want to. I don't have time. I don't feel like it. How do you hold on to holiness while waiting? Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, you guys are asking me questions. I'm sorry. Hey, Nikki from Maryland. Hey, Google. Yes, just hair wrap. Thank you, darling. Someone said, how do you hold on to holiness while waiting for marriage? I was just having a conversation with someone today. You just have to do it God's way. There's not a quick and easy way to get it done. There's not a I'm gonna do a little bit of me and I'm gonna do a little bit of the Lord and see how that works out. You just got to do it God's way. You have to submit and commit your ways into the Lord and just believe that He is gonna honor that and bless you with what He said He's gonna bless you with. So I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't all that quick fix stuff, all these new ideas that people are bringing in. I don't subscribe to that. My pastor, Pastor Lawless, he is deceased. He said it's wrong even if I do it. So if I'm doing something wrong, just trust and believe. I've done stuff wrong, done things my own way sometimes, but that is not God's way, and I'm not gonna call it God's way. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's Google's way because I'm sick of waiting. So when you ask me, I'm gonna always refer to the Bible in a biblical way. So it's not. I'm not gonna change it, and I think we're most of us are familiar with it. So what do? Continue to wait because God's way ain't changing. All right. I need these wraps, you guys. So I put the wrap on. You missed the wrap part. I rewind back to the beginning of this video and put it, and I'll show you how I put it on. How when you know you're wasting your time talking to someone. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, I pray a very specific prayer. I always say, God, if this person ain't it, if this ain't who you want in my life, get them away from me. If this person is going to try to come and break me up from you and separate from you or come between me and you, get him away from me. And it never fails. He does it every time. What happens is we don't start liking these little jokers and then we pull them back in there when we've seen the signs. God is faithful and God definitely wants to protect us from these things, but a lot of times we welcome these things back in our lives because it is what we want. If we just be honest, that is what's going on. So when you pray that prayer, God is he's not more faithful to me than he is you. So if you pray that prayer, God will show you, oh boo boo, I got to back up a little bit. God will show you that ain't what needs to be in your life, and He'll show you how to remove it, or He'll remove the person for you. Like sometimes when I feel myself like about to kind of like somebody, I'll be like, God, you know what? Go ahead and bless him with somebody that's wonderful, so he can keep his mind off of me. Because I don't even want him to like me, because I can already tell this ain't it. So I just pray those prayers because I want the real thing. But sometimes we pray prayers, but we kind of partially want to like band-aid, like we want to, tend to those lonely feelings. We kind of want to accommodate that and kind of soothe that over, so we keep people in our lives. But I refuse to believe that God is telling me who's the clown and he ain't telling nobody else who the clown is. He telling y'all who the clowns are. Y'all just keeping these clowns in your life. But I feel like if you pray that specific prayer, God will be faithful and he'll tell you he ain't it, boo. All right, next question. Shantae, can you help me so I don't have to keep zooming in, coming into the camera? How do we look stylish while on quarantine? So I'm going to be posting, I recently posted on my on my Instagram page, telling a lot of people, asking a lot of people if they want me to post ads on my page. I will. And so part of the ads that I do as an influencer, I get dressed in, head wraps and lashes, and this lip gloss is by my friends at Black Radiance Beauty. This is by Shop Feline. So I do these things and create videos, and sometimes content that's specific to that particular brand, and I'll be posting them on YouTube. So a lot of the stuff that you got from Guru Style, you'll be getting more of that information on lip gloss and head wraps and lashes and that sort of thing. So one of the ones I most recently did, if you look at my post before this one, I showed you how to wear a particular look 3 different ways. I mean, 2 different ways, 2 looks, 2 different ways. So I'll be posting a lot more of that stuff, just so because you want to be practical. Like, ain't nobody finna do this for quarantine. Sometimes you want to be cute. You're gonna put a little grease in your face, maybe a little baby lash and a brow. But yeah, so I'll be posting that. So keep it simple, keep it comfortable, and I'll let you know who to go to, where to go, how to wear it, and that whole sort of thing. Because after you be ugly for so long, it's like, listen, I can't walk around looking crazy in my pajamas 10 days in a row. I got to get dressed. Don't worry, I got you. All right, Shantae, what's up?
Is there going to be more information about the speed dating?
Yes, there is. So I have a little bit of information and announcement. I have to just be honest. I have been working on getting more men. I have not got them. I've gotten over 300 women, and I've gotten 3 men. And it's what it is. And so I have to get more men. We are supposed to go and do the speed dating tomorrow, and I'm going to do it with the 3. And I'm going to allow people to get to meet each other and mingle and that whole sort of thing on the speed dating. But we literally have 3 men. Please charge. We literally have 3 men. So that's what, I'm working with. But yes, there's going to be any next question. But there's going to be more.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this charger.
She's getting the next question as she's doing that.
How
Just
are
know
you
that I got your
during the
back.
quarantine? Are you healthy and all?
No, get to a question that people want to know.
That's what somebody asked.
I know, go to another
How do we
question.
look stylish in quarantine for our husbands?
I mean, be naked. I mean, but I just think that try different perfumes every day. Play with makeup ideas. You don't want to do too much if they're not makeup guys. I think what's most impressive about this look is that I have this big bright thing on. I did an interview with some gentlemen earlier, and they all were like, "Ooh," when they saw me. I was like, "See, I won y'all." You can play with colors a lot of time. Colors look dressier. A lot of times people hide with black, but when you hide with blacks and stuff like that, you actually got to go extra hard to make that stand out because you see so much black. So you, oh, okay, you see so much black, so you want to make sure that so you got to go extra hard to make it fancy. Whereas if you got a red scarf or leopard and striped scarf, you can just put that on and look fancier than And I have pajamas on at the bottom. Let me just be honest with you guys. Here, and I got pajamas on. So let me see some other questions. I've done so many. No, 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 no. You said I have done that so many times, and God, when I removed him, I even kicked him out of my house and told him not to come back. And then he started to be there for my kids. Okay, all right. So I got to answer that question. See, I don't let it get that far. I don't let it get to the point to where like you're living with me and all of that because while someone living in your house isn't a sin, but are you coming into agreement with regular fornication? Are you putting yourself in a position to fall short in that area? And so again, when I ask God to get them away from me, that's not after I've already decided I was going to be in a relationship with them and then ask God to get them away from me. I ask God to get them away from me before I kiss them, before I get to know them, before the second or third or fourth date. Because what happens is, when things kind of go array, then we want to go start asking, calling for God. And it's okay because he's always there for us. But I think you let things get a little bit too far, so it's going to be harder to get them out. It may be easier for me because I'm cutting them off after, a couple of dates or what have you, once I realize that they're not it. And I don't take advantage of people either. I don't do that. Everybody got to eat. I'm going to make a sandwich. I don't take advantage of people. That's not nice. You don't want no man to say, everybody needs some every now and then. Take advantage of your feelings. So you ladies, we can't do that to men. Fair is fair. But anyway, yes, I think that Lakeisha, you let that thing go too far, and you should nip it in the bud. All right, so let's see. What other questions? Will your clothing line be for all body types? My clothing line will be for my body type and body types that are similar to mine. Definitely plus size people. I'm gonna keep my girls with large breasts in line. I'm gonna keep my girls who have stomach issues in line. Big arms. I'm gonna always take those things into consideration. But when you're dressing, when you're creating styles, you have to create styles for the masses and make sure that this particular garment can go to as many people as possible with maybe a group in mind. But if you make just big stomach dresses, then that means there's so many people who don't have that issue who would be left out. If you make dresses just for, too specific, then you leave out a whole lot of other people. So I'll try to cover as many women as possible, but taking into consideration the ones of us who ain't thought about. I got you, sis. Don't worry about it. All right, more questions. Any tips on self-image and confidence? Sometimes people are waiting for someone to come. Oh, let me take this off. People are waiting for someone to come and rescue them and to make them feel a certain way and whatever. And it's internal. You have to do the work. You know how I do it? I fast and I pray and I ask God for it. And God is faithful. A lot of times, the Bible says, "Don't get weary in well doing." Like as you're working and trying to, and I know that typically applies to people that's doing right in the midst of adversity, blah blah blah. But I feel like you can apply that scripture so many other places. While you're trying to better yourself, while you're trying to gain confidence, don't get weary. It's a fight that's going to last for the rest of your life. And so don't say that, okay, I read 3 posts from Miguel Levine Zion, I should be cured. No, you're 30 years old, and for 30 years you fed yourself negative stuff, and you just started feeding positive stuff 3 days ago. So it's going to take some time, and it's okay. It's beauty in the journey. Ask God to show you the beauty in the journey, getting to that confidence. It is your job. No one should have the responsibility of coming into your life, making you happy, making you feel better, fixing you. You should do it. And then when they come, they got a happy person that's hot popping, that's ready to love. I ain't really got nothing, no expectation. I ain't got nothing, no job for you to do other than just come over here and let's just grow together. But a lot of times when you're waiting for someone to make you happy, how about you think about what if they need somebody? What if you meet an amazing person right when they've just gotten laid off or they just experienced a death in the family? Like, what about what they need while you're sitting up saying, I never liked my left eye. So when I get a guy, he gonna make me feel good because I got a left eye. He gonna make me feel good because I don't like that, my hair, my edges is bald. He gonna make me feel good because, like, come on, don't get nobody that job. You love your own bald headed edges and be okay with that. All right, more questions. Would you date a younger guy? Yes, I would. I'm 42. I'll be 42 May 4th. Woo woo, birthday coming up. So I'll be 42 May 4th. Yes, I'll date a younger guy. I'm not going to go like 10 years younger, maybe 5 or so. If it makes sense, he's mature, he loves God, ambitious, hardworking, accomplished. Shoot, bring it on. But I think 10 is a little too far for me, but 5 or 6 or so, I could do that. Um, yeah, see, I keep getting a lot of the same questions. Any tips on how to handle being saved and single, but everyone else around you are in relationships? The spirit of loneliness is real. Sometimes if you have to, the Bible says rejoice with him that rejoice. And sometimes when I find myself not, it doesn't say you're going to want to rejoice with him that rejoice. It says rejoice with him that rejoice. Just like David said, I command my soul to bless God. Like sometimes stuff ain't gonna be automatic. That means you have to tell yourself, listen, I don't care that so and so got married before me and so got a relationship before me. That ain't the only relationship in the world. That's one more person that came before me, I'm probably next. Like, always have a hopeful and a positive attitude about it. And I feel like when I begin to feel that, I kind of want to find that balance of making sure that I'm challenging myself to rejoice, even though my flesh doesn't want to. You're going to rejoice because that's what the word said to do. And you're going to be happy for somebody. Even if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't whatever, but you rejoice with those people. Sometimes I even do little things where I go out of my way. Shantae, I made your phone. Some things I do. Sometimes I do things where I go out of my way to show kindness to those people because I don't like when the enemy tries to tempt me to become jealous. And so when I feel those feelings, I'm like, oh, no, no, no. See, now I got to go out of my way to rejoice with them that rejoice. And there's a blessing associated with that and attached to that when you do what God tells you to do. The spirit of, yeah, it's real out here. But when you can go feed some homeless, you can go visit some sick. You can go do a whole lot of things that'll get your mind off of that. But if you sitting up scrolling through all the people that's popping and social media, whatever pages, then you will kind of be overcome with loneliness. But it's a whole lot of stuff you can do for the kingdom, fasting and praying and asking God to show you things spiritually, so you're just not so in the flesh with how you see things. That helps as well. So yeah, so that'll help you with loneliness. You probably just spend too much time looking at the wrong things. Look at the word of God and do what the word is telling you to do. You said, would I date a man that's shorter than me? I've never dated a man that's shorter than me. I mean, I'm 5'4". I'm pretty not tall. Um, I don't know. I never have. I mean, if he knocks my socks off, shoot, let's go, short doggy dog. Let's do it.
Short dog.
What's your everyday got to have accessory? Oh, probably scarves more than anything. I do switch up my look quite regularly. Oh, yeah, 18 minutes and 24 seconds. I'm gonna stop at 20. So get the good questions out. Probably scarves and then bright colors because those are nice tricks on the eyes. When you put on colorful stuff, it looks more dressy. When you put on scarves and stuff, it just looks like it's more. It looks fabulous. Like this scarf looks like a big old deal. You may not notice that my eyebrows is a little straggly. That's why I'm not zooming in. But yeah, so those things kind of take the attention away. So when you try to hide with black, just know you're gonna have to actually go harder because black is plain, and so you better have some killer black or get you a big old scarf, do them edges kind of so, and let the cards fall where they may. Um, Best body shapers. It's a few depending on what you want. I've never been a waist cincher person because I just never did it. But there's the brand that I wear is called Mandy. It's a Colombian brand, so I usually have to look up Mandy Colombia or whatever to find the proper garment. They have several. I get the one that you just slide on. It doesn't have a zip up. It doesn't have the hooks or any of that. You just kind of slide it on over your hips. I get the shorts version and the long leg version, but it's a garment called Mandy. Also Shaped by an Angel, made the same way. Similar garment, great. What I like about Shaped by an Angel is I feel like it don't tuck your booty in. And I feel like sometimes Mandy kind of be pushing my booty in, but I got plenty to spare, so it ain't so bad if it pushed me in a little bit. We had 20 we almost at, thank you, darling. Oh shoot, we had 20 minutes. I'm gonna take one more question. What's your favorite song on your playlist? Ah, that's a good question. Um, I don't know. You can't ask me that. Uh, my favorite song on my playlist. Let's see. I don't know. Like I gotta look at my phone. That's hard. And you guys want to know something? Even though I'm from a musical family and I used to sing background professionally, do you guys know that I don't listen to music a lot? I listen to podcasts. I'm an information girl, so I listen to podcasts, and I like to hear information. So today, one of my favorites is Graham Cook, GRAHAMCOOKE. I like him because he preaches the word. He's positive. I like that he doesn't preach like an he doesn't preach about an angry Jesus. His teaching is consistent with the Jesus that was here on earth, who was loving and compassionate and welcoming to all and empowering. He has this he uses the term brilliant minds a lot. So I just like because it's empowering, and I feel like I'm really feeding myself and just being educated under somebody who knows that stuff. So we're very well past 20 minutes. So let's go to 25. Okay, 25. Let's see. I have a patient who is 17 years old who will be headed to college in September. What advice would you give her who wants to be a fashion designer? Create the looks. Get them created. A lot of times people go out of their way to be so different. Don't reinvent the wheel unless that comes naturally. Sometimes people are like, cut this off, add this, and they're doing it just for the sake of being different. Don't do anything to be different. God already did all the work. You're already different. He made you different. Just do what you want to do. Oh, I don't know where YouTube went. Just do what it is that you want to do. And if it looks similar to something else, it's okay. You're not copying off anybody else. We're all inspired by others. But yeah, if you do something that's a little different from somebody else, that's okay, boo boo. I mean, that's a little the same as somebody else. That's okay. But don't reinvent the wheel. There are certain shapes and things that are out there, and I feel like, but if that comes naturally, by all means, do it. But and then take pictures and post them and tag people and ask for their opinions. And when they give you their opinions, don't get offended. Some people may not be as nice, but when you have a professional giving you information, people pay for that. So when someone takes time and say, hey, I don't think this is so good, you should work on this, you should take that as, valuable. It might sting a little, but just know it's going to make you better. It's going to make you stronger. But post everything, clear pictures. Don't let your page be about how popping you are in college. Let it be about your designs, if that's what you're wanting to push. And have a private page for your little fun college experience. But build your professional resume while you're in college. I think that's smart. But make sure it's consistent with what you say you want to do, whether that's baking, cooking, designing, sewing, printing, whatever it is. Okay, so there's more people. What are the first steps of fasting? I have a better spiritual connection with God, but I've never fasted. Oh Lord, you missing it if you ain't fasting. Stop eating. Period. It's simple. Stop eating. Some people go to 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock. When you get up in the morning, don't eat. Some people do water, some people don't. Don't eat. And don't get on social media. Talk to God. Yes, it's going to feel boring. Yes, the devil is going to tell you, oh, you bored. I'll give you something to do. He's going to distract you and bring all kind of stuff to your mind. Take that time and just talk to God. Take a walk outside. Despite what people are saying, if you walk outside, Corona won't come and attack you like a mighty Russian wind and kill you. You can go walking around the corner and just talk to God. I know for me, walking and stuff is therapeutic, and that's when I talk to God the most. So, talk to God however you talk to Him. And so stop eating. That's what fasting is. Breakfast is breaking your fast. First meal after not eating for a certain amount of time. So just it's as simple as that. That's how you start. Stop eating. So you start by stopping. Um and drink lots of water. Some people drink water, some people don't. That depends on you. Some people don't do anything, but it depends on you. And if you're going till 12, or if you're going till 3, if you're going till 6, whatever the time is, you devote that time to you and God. Don't, beat yourself up. I didn't think about God 30 seconds ago. Like, it's okay. If you find yourself drifting, just come back and be like, oh, let me get back where I need to be focusing on God in this fast. Um, Few places to travel and why. Well, right now we can't travel anywhere, but when I was traveling, I love some of my favorite cities are I love Japan. I love Tokyo and Osaka. I love I love Jamaica. I loved London. I love Johannesburg, South Africa. I would love to go to Cape Town, South Africa, because they say, "Ooh, I want to go to Ghana." I love I like embracing my African American culture, so I want to learn as much about just Africa as I can and see the beauty. A lot of times over in America, we get a distorted version, and I just think that Africa and Africans are beautiful, and I want to go over there and just learn the history and connect with where I originated. And so yeah, so those are the places, some of the places that I like to visit. I had a great time in Greece as well. Can you believe I've never been to Mexico? As close as I am to Mexico, never been. So I got to no, I'm lying. I've been to Cancun one time, but I want to go back. I want to go to Cabo. So anyway, yes, I've been to Nigeria 2 times. It was cool. I had a good time. But like South, sometimes the people were, especially in the airport and stuff, was in Nigeria both times. But I love Nigerians, and I would love to go back. But yeah, I want to go to Ghana. I want to go to and I want to go to Cape Town. That's on my list. I want to do that before the year is out. Bump this Corona stuff. I'm going to Africa, doggone it. Anyway, it's been real. I love y'all. Thanks for chiming in. We're gonna do this probably once a week, twice a week. I don't know, whenever I feel like it. Okay, I'm gonna try to get cute for y'all. But if I can't get cute for y'all, just accept me ugly. Okay, because I would accept you. All right. Y'all have a good evening. God bless.